welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So we are on day 3 of our 5 days of one page wonders. So we're just making stuff out of one page, which is really nice. So if you haven't seen them yet, I'll pop the links down below, but this is day 3. And I thought I'd do quite a nice sort of like simple-ish one today. They are all pretty simple, but this one is really lovely, really lovely, and really fun to do. They're all fun to do. So I'm just going to take an A4 sheet of digital paper. I've printed on the front and the back. You don't need digital paper. You can use any A4 paper or letter paper, whatever you have, which is, you know, whatever you use. You can, you know, get a piece of paper and cut it to this size if you've got bigger paper, or cut down a scrapbook paper. So what I'm going to do, I want to make this into a square. So the easiest way of doing it, I'm going to just, instead of measuring it, I'm going to just make sure this point is together, pop that there like that, and then I'm going to just mark. No, I don't have a pencil. That's a surprise. Let me just get one of my little pens over here. So I'm just going to put tiny little dark mark there. I don't want to really write on this. And I'm going to just cut that bit off, and we'll use that little bit in a minute. Oh, I've got some paper in here. Like that. So guys, have you made any of these yet? I think this one you could make out of Christmas paper. Now what I should have done really is print off a bit of Christmas paper, because this one would look really good in Christmas paper. So I've got 2 pieces. I'll use this piece in a minute. Now we're going to make a little envelope. So what I'm going to do, so you start off with a square piece of paper. Now shall I just measure this? Oh, get all my stuff out of the way. I've got such a muddle of stuff on my desk now. So this is sort of like 20¼ centimeters, or that's 8 inches. So hopefully it's going to be 8 inches by 8 inches. Yes, it is. So we've got an 8-inch square. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to pop these 2 together, and I'm going to just squeeze that little middle bit there, because I want to find the middle. You can also do this with just a ruler as well, and find the middle. So I'm going to just pinch that so we know where the middle is. So it's sort of like, oops, what was that piece? I've got so much stuff on my desk from doing the other ones. So you can pinch it like that, or, oh, I found my pencil in amongst all my stuff, or go from corner to corner like that, and sort of, I don't want to draw on it because we're going to see this middle bit. Oh no, we're not. No, we're not. Or you might. So I'm going to go through there, then just do that. So roughly that's the little middle bit. And then, okay, so if I have it, obviously envelopes aren't square, so I'm going to have this as the top. So I'm going to push this, fold this into the middle, not push it, I'm going to fold it like that. Take this one, pop this one. Because it's an envelope, you can see why it would make a really nice Christmassy one. Now I want to fold these 2 in, but I want them to be quite equal, like this. So what I'm looking at is these bits, how long these bits are, as long as this doesn't go to the edge. So I'm going to do sort of like that, I think. So just sort of eyeball it up. So don't go quite, you could probably sort of like go halfway up, not quite halfway up, like that. But I'm just measuring it from these little bits here. I'll show you in a bit. Like that. There's my little bone folder gone. I popped it somewhere. I thought I'll pop it there because that will make it safe so I can grab it. But no, can you see on these little bits, these 2 and this one are the same sort of like size, if you know what I mean. Right, now I do need my bone folder. But, oh, there it is, right beside me. It was hiding. I think that sometimes things are so close that I miss them. I look over the top of them. So let's just flatten these out. So this is lovely. This is a good one, even if you just want to make some envelopes. So that's going to be the front of it. How lovely is that? So that needs to do that. Not that it really matters at the moment. So I'm going to open that out. That's quite a nice inside, actually. So if you've made envelopes before, I'm going to, if you can see, this little corner, and I'll draw on that because I'm going to cut it off. So we've got this little corner bit like that. I'm going to just try round that off and go into that corner like that. Now I'm going to turn this over because I can see it a little bit better and it's easier to cut from the other side. So then that's a little piece we don't want. So this gives you that lovely round of a sort of like an envelope, doesn't it? So you want to do that on all of the little middle bits. Turn it over. Put that in. Now I've made envelopes on my channel quite a few times. And they're just such a handy thing to know how to make. Especially if you've got a handmade card. And you don't have an envelope to pop it in, this is just perfect. So let's just do that. There we go. So I've got these little bits. So not a lot of waste on that one. I'm going to just ink this up just a little bit today. Like that. Not too much, but just a little bit of ink around the edge. Like that. Oh my gosh, earlier, or on yesterday's video, which was earlier today I was doing it. They were doing the gate outside. Oh, that was so noisy. Really, really noisy. We've got like an electric gate. There's sort of like a few houses in here and we have an electric gate to come into here. But it's been broken, the little motor's gone. And we have a chap, he doesn't live here all the time. He's sort of got a holiday home here. And he's in charge of everything. You know, we always get somebody that's in charge, don't you? And we call him Mr. Busybody. I hope he doesn't know that. Because when he comes here, he's always sort of like busybodying around and doing things, but never actually sort of getting anything done. And I just think he's quite funny. And, you know, we were talking to the guys that are fixing the gate, and it needs a whole new motor in there on the gate, and Mr. Busybody told him just to fix it, but it's costing more to fix it than to actually put a new motor in. So we're going to have a bit of a meeting, I think, to tell him he's going to have to put a new motor in, because the guy said he's going to be back in a few months' time out of the winter. He's going to need a new motor in there anyway, so we're just wasting money. But yes, Mr. Busybody. It's quite funny. So yes, because I like if we've got, you know, a gated sort of community place here that we've got, I don't want the gate left open, because you don't know who's going to be wandering in and out. We live in a fabulous area, but it's still nice to have it so nobody's, you know, who's around. I'm not going to be wandering in and out. Anyway, let's get on with this. So this is this piece that we've cut off. So we've just made an envelope out of that bit, which is fab. So what I'm going to do with this piece is make little pockets in here. So I'm going to just cut this little piece off and make like a little pocket. So it's going to be, I don't know, what would that be? What do you think? 2.5 centimeters? I think I'll do it 2.5 centimeters, which is an inch. So these are about an inch Oh, it doesn't look very straight, does it? Oh, I didn't cut that very straight. This is going to be a little bit of a smaller one. It's a bit of a wonky old inch that was. There we go. What's that? What's that? Do you think I need to cut that straight now? I obviously didn't have that in there very well. So we'll have two of those. So that one will go there. And then that one will go there. Like that. And then I think maybe we could probably get another, maybe two more. I'm going to take another two off because we've got quite a big piece of paper, because I'm going to make some pockets there, but obviously they don't need to be that long. So I can make a little sort of doubly pocket thing. There's another piece. And then that's another piece like that. Then I think this will just be cut in half. Do you think that's too much? Not really, is it? If I cut that in half, what do you think that is wide? 8.5. So I'm going to just pinch it there so I know it's the half bit. Like that. Okay. Let's have a go. It doesn't matter that these roses are on the side. Look. Just look, we've got a tiny little bit poking over the top, but we can just sort of cut that off. I could have made these just a little bit longer actually. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these 4 pieces, pop them together. Look, they're not very level. That's why that is. I think probably in the beginning I didn't have a very straight edge. When I printed these papers off, my printer was a bit sort of offset. So what happened was, when they printed out, they were a bit wonky, and I tried to sort of straighten them up. And I think that's probably why it's a little offset. Well, that's my excuse anyway. Let's just pop that out. Okay. All these little bits and pieces, I'm going to, do I need this? I'm going to just take this, just to ink these up a little bit. Just a bit, like that. Pop these on, like this. I can't answer any of your questions in the videos because I haven't seen the videos yet. These haven't gone out, so I can't sort of say whether you have commented on the last ones that I've done, because I don't know. So I am hoping that you're enjoying this. It's quite nice, isn't it, as well? And it's an idea not just for the 1-page megs, but you know, to use up little bits of paper, or just like a little ephemera idea. Okay, let's pop that to the side. So this will fit on there just like that. Yeah, I'm going to cut tiny bit off that, but that's not too bad, is it? So when you do it, if you're going to do it, just make these just a tiny little bit longer, and then I think that you won't have any waste at all. Not longer, wider, I mean. Put that over there. So this is just going to fit on there, like that. This one will fit on this one. Again, you can have them whichever way round you like. But this is quite a nice sort of simple one to do. I'm going to make something to go in the middle in a minute. I'm just going to use a bit of tea stain paper actually to make something to go in the middle, because what you can do, you can pop a little Christmas card in here or a get well card, and send it, or a little bit of ephemera in there as a little happy mail. I keep putting that over there and it needs to be over this side. So there's all sorts of things you can sort of fill this up with. You could pop, yeah, just like a little letter in there. A nice one, like I said, would be a Christmas one. And you could sort of like, if you've got sort of grandchildren or younger children, or you could put sort of like Santa's letter in there or something, couldn't you? Which would be nice. Don't know why I put it over there. There we go. Love it. And then these two little ones, I thought I would just pop like that. So these are like double pockets. So you can just fill them with little bits of ephemera or little notes of some sort. Like that. That on. Turn it round and then we just do this one. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. Okay, what do you think? That's really nice, isn't it? I'm going to just snip these tiny little bits off. It's not really that noticeable. Oh, I don't know, that one probably is. Oh look, I've got glue all over my scissors. It's not a surprise. There we go. Which is the way up? That's the way up. Look at that. Don't you think that looks really nice? So these will go in, that will go up, and that will go up. So you want these sort of like the right size. I think I might even put one of my lovely little Velcro fasteners on there just to close that up. Right, what I was thinking, where's my little pot? Here it is. Still on my desk. I've got these little ones here. Now you can sort of like ink these up. But I just think a little sort of journal card popped into these. Look at that. So you could fit quite a lot. There's a little bottle there. Little fairy. Let's go around this way. Pop that in. Like that. Little one there. Oh look, we've got a little rose there. And then this side. Just pop one in like that. Oh, love it. Look at that. Now, the other thing, like I was saying, you could put, I've got just some ephemera here. You could just pop that inside and close it up. Not sure which way round. Which way round did it go? This way. So you want to close it up like that. So when you open it up, this could be full of some lovely ephemera for somebody, couldn't it? But what I was thinking, I wanted to do like a little, just with a little bit of tea stain paper. I've got some up here actually. Then I put, that's a sort of flattish piece. That's a sort of flattish piece. Didn't get round to making any more tea stain paper this summer, but that's okay. Right, I'm going to, do you think if I fold it this way would work? That would work, wouldn't it? Lovely. So there we go. That's, you can leave it just like that, or I'm just going to add this little touch with a little bit of paper. I know it's supposed to be one piece, but this is just a little extra if you wanted to add this in. Just a little idea. So I'm going to just slice that down there, just so we've got two the same size. Pop that back up there. Take these. Oh, I'm so cold today. So cold. I did have my jumper over the top of this. But it's really difficult to sort of work with a jumper on, isn't it? I find. I don't like things on my wrists too much. because I tend to get this bit really grubby because I just wipe it on my desk and get ink and all sorts of things on there. But my jumper sort of held my sleeves up a little bit, which I probably should have left it on. Right, so I'm just sort of concertinaed that up, and I'm going to do the same with this piece, like that. Fold this over, like that, back down, back, like that. Okay, so we've got two little concertina pieces, like this and like this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to put them together to make a longer piece. But what I'm going to do, instead of just sticking them on, I'm going to make it into a little pocket. So I'm going to make a little notch in there. Lots of notches in our work, in these little one-page wonders. And then I'm just going to stick that on top around the edge, so we've got like a little hidden pocket in our little journaling pull out, like that, just a little bit round the edge. And then I'm going to just try and match this up as best I can without getting lots of glue everywhere. There we go, that wasn't bad, was it? Lovely. So what I would like to do then is put this inside, and then it will pull out, and then look, we've got like a little hidden pocket in there. If you wanted it smaller, you could put all of this on top of the other one and make them all into sort of little pockets, like that. But I just thought this was an idea to go inside, instead of, if you don't want the ephemera, you could just pop this inside, stick this down, and then this pulls out, so you've got like a little concertina writing spot on there. Shall we have a little bit of something to tie it up? I had this blue one that I used in the last one, didn't I? That's quite nice actually, because that's quite a lovely colour that goes with it all. This is some lovely seam binding. So I was just thinking of, this can just tie in a little bow. Let me just tie this a minute. Do you think this will work? Let's get a little bow going, if I can. Okay. Let's just chop that off. Don't think that's very level. Not that it really matters too much. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to take my glue. Ooh. I'm going to just glue. I'm not going to glue the actual piece of seam binding, I'm just going to glue the paper. And then the seam binding will move. Make sure I get right at the top there. Okay, is that the right way round? So, oopsie daisy. I think it's this way, isn't it? It goes. So it pulls down. Hold that down. So when you open it up, this, oh, I'll tell you what would look nice, to put photographs on here, wouldn't it? So you could send it, oh, it'd be nice, like birthday cards. So you could put sort of like, if it's somebody's sort of special birthday, you could little pictures of you and them on there, wouldn't it? Oh, I like that idea. Oops, let's try and make a bow. I don't know what it is, because since I've got that bow maker, I can't seem to make a bow. I'm relying too much on it. Look at that, guys. Doesn't that look so lovely? Fabulous. So that inside, I know this is a one-page wonder, so this is just optional, so you can put that in there, or like I said, you can put like a bunch of little bits of ephemera, photographs, little letters, or anything you like inside. I think it's just fabulous. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to pop a little Velcro thingamajig, they're still on my desk, here. Oopsie daisy, oh my gosh, they're stuck on my nails. Let's just stick you back down. Oh, they're like seriously sticky, really sticky. There we go. The little things on my nail. So I'm going to make sure that we are. I keep checking because, you know, oops. See how sticky? Pop that down. Look at that. Super. Let that just sit for a minute. Shall we decorate the front? Let's have a look. Oh, actually, this is quite nice, isn't it? Oh, look at that. That's so lovely. So lovely. Oh, so is there anything else in here I could use? Another little bit of seam binding. I've got some pearls, actually. My glue, yeah, I got my glue gun on. Let's find the end. Where's the end? Okay. I could go along there, because look, we've got that line along there anyway, haven't we? So that would look quite nice. And then just a little bit of pearl going down through there. How pretty will that be? Let's take a little bit of glue. Do I need a glue stick? I don't think so. Dab a little bit of glue along there. Take that. Okay, let's just get my little finger dobber on there. Oops. I need my other little scissors really. I've lost my viscose scissors. I can't find them anywhere. I don't know what I've done with them. Pop that on. Lovely. Look at that. How pretty. How pretty. Let's take the end of this. Pop another little bit of glue down there. How pretty. Could do with a nice pretty flower on there, couldn't we? Let's stick a little bit of, I'm going to do this a bit at a time because this just doesn't, I get so in a mess with these little pals. They have a little mind of their own. All the way to the bottom. Oh yeah, gosh, it's dark. It's dark outside. How lovely is that? Oh, another idea would be a lovely one for a wedding card, wouldn't it? You had some nice papers and pop some little bits on. That would make a beautiful wedding card. Now, I need a flower. Do we have flowers? Let me just get my little pot. I've got a few flowers in here that might work. I'll take my little thing off. Well, that was one that I made. A little bit of ruffles. I've got all sorts of bits in here. I need a pretty one. That's too much. I just need a littleish one. Oh my gosh, I get through so many little flowers. Oh look, that's pretty. Should we pop that on with a little bit of bling? We could, couldn't we? Should we put that on there? We could do with a little sort of pearl in the middle actually. Let's stick that on there. Pop that back on. Stick that on. There we go. Lovely, look at that. Isn't that just so pretty? Do you think we could put anything what I've got here? Put that like that. I suppose we could, couldn't we? Let's take that off. Little rose on the back. Could do with a little bit of cheesecloth or something. That one is not the nicest looking. Oh, we could have a little bit of tulle, couldn't we? Let's take all of that. I'm going to pop a little circle of glue on there. Get my little finger, dauber, not me dauber, my little protector, isn't it? Don't think we need all of that. Let's chop a little bit off. I want a little bit sort of hanging down, just to make it look. This is quite big, and I don't want to hide it all. That's better. Pop a little bit on here. And there we go. Oh, I do like this one. Look at that. Isn't that just so lovely? So that's the back, and then that's the front. And then what we just need to do, unpop it and open it up like that. This comes out, and then this pulls down, and you've got a lovely, lovely little writing spot in there. Little pocket in there, which you can pop all sorts of little bits and pieces in. And then this does that. But again, this is optional. This is, you can pop some little pictures and stuff in there, which is lovely. Shall I make another one quickly? Because I do like them, and I would like a couple of these anyway. I think that's lovely. So let's pop that up there. Pop that, and then just do that up. Oh, beautiful one. I will find a little something to go in there. I'm going to pop that in my little pot. Right, let's get another little piece of paper out. What shall we use? We have pansies. We have, look, I've used lots of this paper up. We have this one, or we have a nice bright pansy one. Oh, should we use this one? Right, again, to make an envelope, we are going to take a piece of A4 paper, and then I'm just going to bend it up to make our little square. You can just make it 8 by 8 if you want to, but I'm going to do this like this. Where's my pencil gone? And then cut that off. Gosh, let's take all my little bits of paper out. This little cutter works. It's little butt off sometimes. Oops, saying that didn't cut very well. There we go. Didn't press hard enough, I don't think. So let's pop that up there. So shall we just mark it like this? Let's do it this way. So let's go right to, make sure we're on the edges. Little mark there. So sort of mark roughly where you think the middle is. And then you want to do that little cross, so that's where you want to aim for. And what should we have? Sort of that is the top. So just put your corners into the middle. Now you can have it a little bit wider if you want to, as long as you're in line with this line. But I'm going to have it a little bit smaller, right into that point, like that. Take this one right into that point. like that. And then again, we're going to just fold these up. And we want to get these, you don't want to go so that the tips are over it, but just sort of eyeball it. Do you know what I mean? So roughly like that, isn't it? And then like that. There we go. A lovely little envelope. Perfect. That's the front of this one. Isn't that lovely? So nice pretty papers. If you've got some nice pretty papers, will be nice. And then again, I am just going to cut around like this on either side. Come from both sides because it makes it so much easier. And this way, just go in like that, and again in there. There we go. Which one? Oh, this one. We haven't done this one. In like that. And then in like that. Okay, look at that. Fabulous. Love it. Love it. I'm going to ink this up just a tiny little bit. Where's my little double gun? Oh, here it is. In Women Papers. So we need a bit of ink. Gosh, it's gone really dark. Not quite sure what the time is, but it's gone very dark. I don't think it's that late. There we go. Poor Jessie, our little doggy. She, I don't know whether you know, but she had a stroke, so she was a bit poorly. She's so much better now, but because she's blind, she's 15, she's blind. Well, she's not completely blind, but she got cataracts and she can hardly see. But our cat, George, oh, it just makes her life hell. Poor thing. We've had to put a gate at the bottom of our stairs because George will sit on the stairs and he will, if he hears her coming up, he runs to the stairs and he will knock her down the stairs. He bops her one. Oh, he's so naughty. So we had to put, it's only like a little fence, not as like, what they call that, stretchy fence stuff. It's not like a kiddie's gate or anything. But just so that we can sort of like stop her going up without us knowing. Because he will. He comes from, I don't know where he comes from. He suddenly will appear when she's coming up or down the stairs. He's just the naughtiest. He's not young. He's about 11 or 12. But he just makes her life hell, bless her. So yes, we have to put a little gate up on there. Right, so that is our little envelope. How lovely. Shall we round the edges? Shall I round the edges? I don't think I did on the other one, did I? Or did I? Oh, there it is. Did I round the edge? No, I don't think I did. So I'm going to do that. Look at that. That finishes it off as well nicely, doesn't it? Okie dokie. Okie dokie. What's the top? This is the top. Now we've got this little piece, haven't we? So, what did we do it? We did it. Let me just pop that up there. I cut off. That's not very neat, is it? I cut off 2.5 centimetres. Was it about 1 inch for each one? I think I could probably make them just slightly bigger. couldn't I? So that's just under 3, I think, like that. In between 2.5 and 3, so it will be just over 1 inch. And then I'll just cut this piece in half. Let's just do that so I sort of get it reasonably level and accurate. There we go. So still, that doesn't look very level, does it? These are so wonky, these papers. I'm going to cut that so it's straight. So offset. Okay. That's my trimming for you. I've taken my big cutter out. You know that big one that I got from Vivo that they sent for me? I've taken that out. I've actually got it on my desk, another sort of table. So I'm going to start using that a lot more, I think, just to cut my edges off my papers, because I've been doing it because my printer prints with a little edge around it. Can't get away from that. If I take it off, it changes the colour completely for some reason on the papers. I don't know why it does that, but taking the border off. So I used to just do it by hand with my little cutter, my paper cutter, and each little bit, but I'm going to start doing all of them together because that machine will cut up to 400 pieces of at a time. Not that I'm going to be doing that many, but it will save me so much time to do. There we go. There we are. Lovely, lovely. Oh, another thing I was going to say to you, I forgot all about it actually. It's in the process of coming up. Andy is my Andy. He loves to write. He's written a couple of books, a couple of biographies for some people, but he loves to write, and he's going to be doing some children's stories on YouTube. So he's going to have a YouTube channel out. Whether it's going to be out by the time this is done, I don't know. But soon he's going to have it out, and he's just going to sort of like do some children's stories, write some children's stories, but have them animated. He won't be, I don't think he's thinking about reading them. I don't know. But we're going to have like little children's stories. He's so good. He really is so good, and I've been telling him for years he's got to do something about it, and he started now. So I will let you know so you can all listen to his lovely little stories. Tell you when that's coming out. So yes, I'm sure we will celebrate that one. So how lovely would that be? My grandchildren are gonna love it. Absolutely love it. They're just little short stories. They're not just children's stories. I think they're going to be, you know, for everybody at some point. Just little short stories to listen to. Great. So yes, another thing to look forward to. Okay, so I'm just sticking these on around the edges, and they fit so much better. Look at that, those fit a lot better, they're a lot smaller. It didn't need to be as big. Oops. Let's turn this one. So we have a nice bright one at the end. There we go. So yes, we sort of work on lots of different things. Each day. We have lots and lots of ideas, but there's sort of like not a lot of time to do a lot of things in the daytime, is there? Well, there is. We've got lots of time, but my time management sometimes is not very good. There we go. Last one. Pop that in. So guys, that is how you make this lovely little one-page wonder envelope. It's just fabulous, isn't it? I just think they are so lovely. Isn't that lovely? So what I'm going to do in this one, I'm just going to put my fairy cards because they're all right beside me. Let's have a few more. There we go. Oh look, we've got two the same. Not that it really matters, but I would like a different one. Let's put some of these in. There's a little one. That's not a fairy. That's not a fairy lady. So one. There, she's got wings. There we go. They fit. Like that. Then you can pop little bits and pieces in here, like all these little ones. We don't want you. We don't want you. You can go in there. You can go in there. So little bits of ephemera if you have them. Nice little small bits. I don't know whether that's going to fit. I've got two in there. Oh, it's not going to quite fit. Oh, that would be all right. That would be good. Oops. That can go in there. That can go in there. Perfect. Let's pop those in there. So this can fold up, that folds down, and there we go. Right, I'm going to pop a little Velcro thingamajiggy on there. Little Velcro closure. Oh look, stuck to my finger. I just pop that. Oh, they are just the stickiest. Pop that down. Just beautiful. Really happy with these. Shall I add another little bit of this? Because this is just beautiful. Should we just have like a little thingy-majiggity in the corner or something? Let's just fold that up. Snip that, whoops. I need to sharpen my scissors again. Right, where's my little finger thingy-majiggity? Let's pop that on. A little blob of glue. Let's hope that that will go through all of that little bit of lace. I think so. Oh, I love it. Now I need a little something. Should we just have one of these? Because these are the flowers. These are the little pansy ones that I made to go with the pansy papers, weren't they? I'm going to tip them out. There's this little one. I love this purple and yellow. Oh, that's quite nice, isn't it? Oh, look at that one. Oh, oh, I'm going to go bright. Let's go bright. Let's go bright and pretty. Stick that on. Just wondering, I have these still on my table from my last ones. Let's take a little bit of bling, shall we? Pop that in there. Do like these. Look at that, just a little bit of embellishment in the corner. Look at all this. Let's put these into here. Not that bit, all those bits. Okay. Fabulous. So there we go, guys. This is your number 3 of a one-page wonder, which I think has turned out beautifully, these two. Loving them. Oh, you must make these. Do pop them on the Facebook group if you do. This one just opens out, so that's got the little bit that flips out. They fold up like that. That folds down, and you've got this fabulous little envelope And then this one we've just made, loving this. And we've got all those that you can hide some lovely little bits of ephemera and perfect happy mail. So there we go, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. We will be on day 4 tomorrow. So this is day 3 and we got 5 days. So halfway through really, aren't we? So thank you so much for joining me. Have a fantastic rest of the day. Please take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys. Bye-bye.